Let's have a look at the different parts of the Revit interface. The most important part of the Revit interface is the drawing area. This is where you create, modify, and visualize your building model. Views like floor plans, sections, elevations, and 3D views are displayed inside this area. At the top of the window, you'll find the tabs and their ribbons. Most of the Revit commands are located here. The most important tabs are Architecture, which contains some tools to model architectural elements, Annotate to add texts, Dimensions, tags, and other annotations to a drawing, and the Modify tab, which has some tools to modify the elements after being modeled. Depending on the size and the resolution of your monitor, the configuration of the commands in the ribbons might be a bit different from what you see here. In other words, if you are using a small monitor, Revit uses smaller icons to compact some of the commands within a smaller area. But they are mostly the same. If for any reason you find your ribbons missed out, don't worry. The only thing that you need to do is click on this button several times until it appears. Next is the Options bar. The Options bar is a context-sensitive toolbar located just below the ribbon. It is visible only with some of the tools, providing additional settings and options for that tool. For example, by selecting the Wall tool, it appears with some extra tools helpful for modeling the wall. Up on the left is the Quick Access toolbar. Out of all the tools in different parts of Revit, we can have the most important and commonly used ones such as Save, Undo, Redo, and Print here for faster access. To do so, simply right-click over any command and select Add to Quick Access toolbar. Then you can find that command added to the toolbar. To remove it, right-click on the command and choose Remove from the Quick Access toolbar. Next is the Project Browser. The Project Browser lists all the views, sheets, schedules, and the Revit families in one place to navigate inside your project.
If you're finding this video helpful, check out RevitGamers.com. Our courses go beyond the basics, bringing Revit to life with hundreds of dynamic visuals and animations that make complex concepts feel easy. This unique training approach is designed to speed up your learning and make BEAM adoption smoother than ever. Every day, more students and companies are joining Revit Gamers Club to elevate their Revit skills. Don't miss out. Head to RevitGamers.com and see how Revit training can be fun, visual, and incredibly effective.
By clicking on any of these names, we access the different documents of the project. On the left, the Properties palette is located. We know that Revit is a parameter-based software. The Properties window contains the most relevant parameters of each object. This means that for modeling or modifying an element, the Properties window is the main reference for the object's properties. The top part of this palette is called Type Selector and contains a list of objects categorized based on their family and type. In the future sessions, all these concepts will be explained. Right below the drawing space, the View Control bar is located. The View Control bar contains some visual and some managerial tools to control the view's characteristics. Some of these tools include, but are not limited to, scale, detail level, visual styles, and sun and shadow settings. And finally, the status bar is where we can find hints of what to do next after selecting a command. For example, by selecting the Wall tool, it tells us what to do to accomplish the modeling of the wall. Also, it has some more functionalities which I will cover during this course.